We're live! Hello, and welcome to a special birthday edition. And it's special because it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, so it's not my birthday today, but we realised that my birthday was on Wednesday, but we did realise that you guys couldn't join us on the Wednesday because we didn't have a live. So I'm doing a special birthday one today. Kelly's actually removed for a long time. That been at there for ages. Her birthday cards. I haven't put my birthday cards up, but I've got the nice happy birthday which you put up there, and you can just about see the balloons, which have gone really sky high.
I don't know if you want to pull them down.
Oh
no. Okay.
I'll just take forever. Should have done that before we went live. But how is everybody? Happy Friday. Rejoin us. Cheers.
Ching, ching.
And also, you guys can help me celebrate my birthday because we will be lighting the candles a bit later on. So I've got the birthday cake ready to go. So you guys get to, unfortunately, of course, you can't sing happy birthday with us, or you can at home if you want to. But we'll be doing that. V Singularity, hi guys, hope you're doing great. Happy birthday, Mark. I hope you had a wonderful day. Thank you so much, V Singularity. How are you? You well?
Hope you're well.
Hope all good. Kelly's feeling a bit better now, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little bit down still. But sorry, you both took a sip at the same time. Yeah. So I've got like I feel okay. I just got like an incessant cough, and my throat sort of like my voice was disappearing a little bit.
Yeah,
so
Kelly could hardly speak on Tuesday. So
yeah,
at least her vocal cords are back. Well, at least they're back for some reason.
Yeah. I'm just like
there was a little bit of peace in the house for a day or so. Anyway, that's good. Amy,
I need to dole out punches. I feel.
Amy, how are you? Oh, I'm not sleeping. Why not? What's the matter? And in block capitals too, so you know it's bad. What's up? What's been happening?
Oh, she means she's not sleeping as if normally during Richard's live, she like falls asleep sometimes. So I think this is her saying she's not asleep today.
Well, I'm glad you're not asleep in our live. Poor old Richard. I don't know how you sleep through Richard's though, because he's got booming music. Talking of which, Richard's joined us. Hello, how are you? You well, sir? V Signal said, I'm good, thanks. Glad to see you're both you're doing better, Kelly.
Hope
you'll be 100% ASAP.
I hope so too. I've been sort of like taking Strepsils and stuff because I come into a fit of coughing. And the thing is, I haven't been out and stuff like that. I know it's not COVID or anything like that because, you know, there are still colds about. But I have, to be fair, I have been mistaken before. But I also know what COVID feels like. I've had it a couple of times now. So I know it's not that feeling because it's a different feeling. Like it begins as a cold. Now I've had this for a little while, so it's not gotten worse. Like with COVID, when I've had it, it does start off as a cold, but then gets progressively worse. And then it'd be like the third or fourth day, and I'm like, this don't feel right. And I've not felt like this, so I know it's just a normal, like it's not a like COVID or anything like that. That being said, I have tested, so it's fine. But yeah, I just, you know, sometimes you cough and someone goes, because the thing is, there are colds still about. These things we still get colds, but this normally happens when there's a seasonal change. And of course, we're now hopefully coming into the summer, and I do normally get a cold roughly around this time of year.
Although
anyway.
You would never think it, because I went outside today, it was cold. So mid-May and it's cold. Richard said, I'm still here. I'm going to start painting my arcade machine. You paint away. How is it? Is it looking good? And what colour are you painting it? I'm guessing black. Richard, Amy said, Richard's lives are good on mute. I'm joking. Oh, Amy, I'm wearing my mask on the other end just in case. All right, there you go. Just in case, yeah.
Just in case.
We don't want to send germs your way.
That your way, yeah.
No, I think you've just had a bad cough, haven't you?
It's just been a bit of a cough, and I lost my voice. Normally, if I did have COVID, it would just be a bit worse. But I remember when I came on the last time, because I had COVID last March. So I had COVID in 2020.
Yeah, Amy says it's a seasonal change cold.
Yeah, I had COVID in 2020, and then I had COVID in 2022. And I remember coming on the live, but we literally, I think we did like half hour, 45 minutes, just to say I'd caught COVID for the second time. How crazy, because I had it in March 2020. Yeah. This one had it, yeah.
Well, I do think it's time for us to start the candles. I do think we shall get that going. So, without further ado, let me lift this up so you can actually see. Okay. Some women have been helping out. Made me cry today, silly women. Oh, what happened? Helping out in what way?
Who was saying that?
Amy.
Oh.
What? Oh, that's always nice when you help each other. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Richard. So, of course, you guys, well, you can sing along if you want to. But I'm going to start the lighting of the candles.
Do you want me to light?
Go on, you light them then.
Only because you're birthday boy.
Yeah, there we are. So, make a wish. Well, if Madam could actually start the candle thing, we will.
Stop being ungrateful. Otherwise, I will just blow them out myself.
You don't do that on my birthday.
I will.
Make a wish. It shall never come true. Oh, thanks, Amy.
And I'll make a wish on your behalf if you carry on.
Here we are. Anyway, so while we're lighting up the candles, this will take a little while, obviously, because we've got to get all of them done as well. This is one of those barbecue ones. You know the little bar thing that sets the barbecue going? Well, of course, it's I don't know how much things in here.
Yeah. Petroleum
in there. So let me go around the front so you can actually do them quite quicker. Right. So are you feeling a bit better though, Amy? And what happened? What did somebody do? It's nice that people do nice things actually now and again, because I think it just makes you have that feel-good factor. Shows there are some good human beings around. Exactly. Right, we've just got the last few to go. Got the D and then the H.
You need to turn it around a bit more because...
Oh no, because that's the last one. So this woman accused me to steal a tap. A tap? Well, you in a bathroom shop? To stealing a tap? Why would you steal a tap? That's ridiculous.
Okay, so we're gonna sing. So forgive my singing voice, by the way. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Mark.
Turn the TV off, Kelly. Right, well, that couldn't have been time worse.
Could have been worse.
So we've got our unfortunately, we've got our TV on timer. So come on, back into the shot. Okay.
Make a wish.
Yay! Thank you guys for watching. I bet you're thinking, what on earth?
What on earth's going on?
Right, there we are. So just to let you know, this is a M&S rainbow cake. It's one of my favorites actually from M&S. You can see all the little hundreds and thousands on there. It's coated in buttercream.
It smells amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's an absolutely amazing cake. It's got buttercream on there as well on the top. So let me just take the happy birthday bits off, and then we can then show you the cake in full. Looks like it's got bullet holes in the top. Right, okay. So that's it there. Can you see with the buttercream? But those are all hundreds and thousands there, and you can see the buttercream at the top. So it's whipped at the top. Right, I'm going to cut myself and Kelly a little slice of cake. Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Hey, Charlie.
So what happened with this stealing thing then? Is what you were? I take it you were in a shop and they accused you of stealing. Amy said,
crazy.
Nah, it was a portable washing dispenser for the cake shop I was helping out at. I was going to leave and she made me cry, and people do not ever make me cry. Oh, that is really out of order. I'm really sorry to hear that as well. Some people just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
oh, yeah.
Like I say, all you know is you didn't do it, and it's more for her really for doing that as well. But I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. Look at that. Just stem the slice. That is the rainbow cake. You got red and orange and yellow.
The front, yeah.
There's a side look, and of course you've seen the back. We've got the hundreds and thousands at the end there. Right, I'm going to do myself a bigger slice because I'm greedy. There we are. There we go. It's a shame we can't see that on the top there, but
yeah,
that's fine. So let me just hold that. Okay.
It used to be bigger, that cake.
It did used to be bigger. There you go. So that is the M&S rainbow cake in all its glory. Amy said the part was missing. She thought I would steal a part. Why would you steal a part? Some people are just ridiculous. Did
they find it before you left?
But why would you just take a part? like I said, you wouldn't bother if you had a tap that with a piece missing. You would just order the piece. I'm painting my arcade board background in black. I thought you would. Was it name off paint super? Was it Supernova half done as type? Okay, I thought most arcade things are black. I thought I bought. Oh yeah, I did. There we are. Right. Here we go. Amy said no. She was annoying me. She was saying she can't send it back. Oh, for goodness sake.
Did she apologize when they realized that you didn't steal it?
Probably not. I think she was. Amy, just remember there are some people like that in the world, and it's not you. Right, here we go. That's really good. That buttercream is fantastic. She wasn't even paying you. Oh my god. Oh, so you were volunteering. Well, that's just utterly ridiculous. She said she can't say I did or not. Well, if that's the case, don't go back there again.
Yeah. I mean, why would you steal a part? That's the main thing. And do they have CCTV? Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't even bother with it. I just wouldn't go back there. It's utterly ridiculous. You can't eat at the same time as I do. Okay, so
Mark has all these caveats.
If we're both chewing,
next time, cut yourself a bit of cake, eat it, and then I will have a bit of cake.
You go on. From a sink, Amy said, from a sink, like a sink.
So were you working in some type of like hardware store, or were you working in like a bathroom store?
What actually happened? So were you actually in the shop? Were you volunteering? What actually happened? Where were you as well? Hey Sam, how are you?
I hope you're well.
So we're just having some cake. It was my birthday, and this is my recommendation for everybody. This is one of my favorite cakes. So this is M&S's rainbow cake for anybody who just joined. Look at that, with the hundreds and thousands of buttercream on the top and the side, and you've got the multi-layers there. Very nice.
It used to be bigger. It used to be taller because there was more colors. But it still cost the same as it did when it was bigger and had more layers. So was surprising.
But it was a cake shop. So it was a tap in one of the actual items. So
so you're working in a cake shop and they accused you of stealing the tap from the sink. What sink? The sink in the bathroom? The sink in the kitchen? Like what?
I don't think it was a sink thing. I think it was is that right? A cake part or something? Something you make like a valve on a cake part.
Yeah, but they would have more than one valve.
I don't know.
For a cake, because if they were, so is it a valve for a cake of some sort? Like I'm not understanding.
Sam said, "Oh, I've got the flu, but I'm okay. That cake looks so tender." Oh, Sam! Oh no! Well, the cake is fantastic. I definitely recommend it. So much so, I'm gonna have another slice.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, well, now you finished. Now I can eat mine.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you.
You eat away.
Thank you.
Calm down. Amy said it was a portable sink to wash your hands. Right. But why would you? Do you know what it is? I think because it's her business. I think what she's done is she's very paranoid about money and costings. So and I think something else has happened. I think it's more than the sink. I think what she's done is she's actually blaming you for something else. I think she's probably under a lot of pressure opening the shop. I'm not saying excusing it. It's totally wrong for her to blame you. And clearly you hadn't. Why would you take that? It doesn't make any sense. What are you going to do with a portable sink?
You mean like a projection?
So yeah, exactly that. And because Amy was the only one helping, like she says, her instant response is to blame you. No. I would just think, well, why on earth would you want a tap? Oh, thank you, Sam. Sam wished me a happy birthday.
Oh,
I had a fantastic birthday. Thank you, everybody. Really enjoyed it. We wanted to share the cake cutting with you because we were going to do it on my birthday, but we saved it because we wanted to do it on the live. So there we are. So for those of you who saw it, we saw my candles, saw me cut the cake. That's it. And I got to share it with you guys, which is, for me, brilliant. Thank you so much for being a part of that. I really did enjoy that, actually. It was apart from a portable sink. Yeah, I think she's deflecting. I do think she's deflecting. I think she's there's something else going on as well. It's more than just the sink there as well. I mean, it doesn't make any sense why you would want to steal part of a portable sink.
Yeah, part of a portable sink. You need the rest of the portable sink, surely.
But even if you did steal a part of a portable sink, what are you going to do with it? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, is it the Prime Minister's birthday? What, Rishi Sunak's? Is it today? I didn't know that. I'm having another slice, by the way, everybody.
Which is fine, but don't eat until I finished.
There we are.
Before you're telling me that we're eating at the same time.
Well, the only thing is, if we're both chewing at the same time.
Well, then don't chew at the same time as me, then, isn't it? Don't eat at the same time.
Calm down. Oh, yeah, Rishi Sunak's birthday. He's 500 years old. Right. Okay. So, what has everybody been up to this week? Did everybody have a good week? Obviously, I had my birthday, so I was really happy with that. We went out. So we went out on my birthday to Inamo, which is a what would you say, Japanese restaurant? Chinese?
Asian fusion? It's Pan-Asian.
Oh, Pan-Asian. Asian fusion.
Yeah.
So we did that. And then what did we do? So after that, we went for a wander around London, which is what I like to do. Got some drinks, got something to eat, and then
we went off for dessert.
Yeah.
Also, it was what do you call it? Unlimited, obviously, because it's Mark.
Yeah. So I like my unlimited as well. We did buy some cakes, which we did film, but we ate them so before filming the actual eating. So we saw the place. I thought, so I'm not sure we're going to actually upload that one. I think we'll go for something else actually. But we do. I am wanting to do something this weekend. Now there is a train strike in the UK nationally, so which means we're probably not going to get out. But I think we will find somewhere else to go. Most likely locally. So we will try and film something locally. So that's what we got up to. So what have you guys been up to? Apart from poor Amy being accused of something she didn't do, apart from poor Sam who's got the flu, and Richard who's been painting his arcade machine, what have you guys been up to?
Oh, thank you for the likes, by the way. Please, I'm going to do a plea. Like our channel, because I found out recently that if you like our videos or our lives and stuff, it actually gets put out to other people. It helps other people find it as well, find the videos and stuff, which I didn't know. So help us, please.
So yeah, always appreciate your likes. Thank you.
Yeah, we do. We really, really do. Thank you.
And that's funny that you think Rishi Sunak's 500 years old. God knows what you think. I think he's younger than me. No, he's not.
I never know with those guys. Who knows if they lie about the ages that they
No, you're not going to lie about your age, but you're
they lie about a lot of things.
Oh, Amy said I processed my 35mm camera. Oh, what did you take some shots? Yeah, he's younger than you. The cheek of it. The absolute cheek of it.
And that's when she was up London when she
he's
was
43.
Doing...
Yeah, he is younger than me.
That was when you were up London and you were shooting all those the protesters, I think it was.
Film. She means taking photographs of the protesters, obviously not shooting them.
Yeah. Before we get flagged up by
YouTube. Exactly. Oh, that cake is amazing. That is so good. The buttercream.
They couldn't even wait for me to finish my phone.
No, you're taking too long. Am I 600? I am actually. I don't look too bad, but it's the thing I do. It's the cream I use. Richard said my AI on my phone's typing for me. I voiced the words.
Your AI seems to be doing a lot these days, Richard.
Is this your female AI that you've got? They do say that actually. That not saying this is what you're doing. They are saying men are going to start using AI for which will make up a girlfriend, but it's going to cost you a lot of money.
What, pleasures of the flesh?
If you want to call it that. Just to talk. Just to talk. You know,
I mean, that's probably what Alexa and Google and all those sorts of.
But it will it will tell you what you want to hear. So this is what they're saying with AI, which will be the next thing. It's actually already in existence, but apparently it costs a fortune because they've got to program it. So it learns all the things that you like to do, and it sort of talks to you in a pleasing voice. But it also is, well, you know, you can have conversations with it.
So not like a real person then?
Pardon? Well, no.
Because real people don't always talk in a pleasing voice.
You know, sometimes it's just, you know, that's what somebody wants to hear. That's what they want to hear. I think it's quite dangerous because when we go down that route eventually as well, no one's going to talk to anybody. You're just going to talk to the perfect human being.
I feel like, I feel like how, like, I feel socially, when I was growing up, I felt socially awkward anyway. And while that died down with time, my social awkwardness is still there. Like, we've spoken about this before, where I don't like small talk and all of this sort of nonsense. And sometimes when I'm typing out a text, I get down to the point. Then I have to put my cursor back to the beginning, go, hi, how are you? Hope you're well. Da, da, da. But that's not, I think I never grew up with that sort of thing, like that traditional hi, how are you? Yada, yada, yada. So I never grew up with that type of thing. And it took me a long time to learn how to just phone people up just to see how they were.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in my family, when you need something or when you want to do, not like we're using people or anything like that, because when we meet up, we all love each other. We get you. Do you know what I mean? But it took us a long time just to realize, you know what, we can just phone each other to see how each other are. And while the cousins always did that, we never did that with like our parents and things like that. So it's taken a long time. But even my mum, she didn't know. She, like, once we got past a certain age, she didn't hug us and things like that. So once we got past a certain age, like, don't get me wrong, she's learned to do it now, so we hug each other and things like that. But she was brought up very practically. So she was brought up, you go to school, you come home, you do the chores, you do what, you know, my mum's got two other sisters, so one had her chores, the other one had her chores, and my mum had her chores, and there wasn't time for babying you, or not babying you, but, you know, showing affection. Let's say the affection is there, you know, but also my mum found it very difficult to vocalize it. So she would find it very difficult to say, oh, you did well, oh, that's
Well,
good,
there you are,
blah,
you see.
blah,
So
blah.
now, in these day and age, you could have your own artificial AI family.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, then will that curb you from doing it normally?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Absolutely, this is what they're worried about. So if you were to able to have a complete AI friendship and not so much a family maybe, but you could have a family. So you didn't get on with your family, or you just wanted, you could create your own artificial family and your own artificial friends. The danger with that is, of course, then you detract yourself from reality. Would you, because think about it, would you want to go back to reality or move into reality if your AI world was so perfect? Nothing could compete with it.
See, my worry is, like, with all of this home working and all of that type of stuff, and I really like,
I'm having more cake right now.
And I really like, you know, that there is home working and things like that, and I really enjoy the home work life balance. And I believe that if you want to do part-time, if you want to work from home and all of that type of stuff, that's fine. But then, do you become an introvert? Like, do you then become the person who's just at home on the laptop all day without interacting with anyone? Do you know what I mean?
So how about you guys? I'm sorry, I mean, I know there's a lot of comments there. I'm going to come on to your comments in a second. But how do you guys feel about AI? Would you like to have an AI friend? One that's always there for you, you can just chat to if you need to, will always be on call. Obviously, there won't be anybody physically there, but it will just be a voice, but it's got the intelligence to be able to interact with you. Or do you find that concept too scary? Would you be the opposite? Would you really relish it? Would you think to yourself, well, actual fact, a 24-hour friend that's prepared that I can call at any time, will just listen to my problems, give me advice when I want it, or not give me advice, or just tell me what I want to hear? Would you prefer that? Would you actually think to yourself, well, actual fact, that is definitely where I want to go to? Amy said, Mark, I saw a police officer that looked like you today. I hope it wasn't after the tap incident. I had a friend who used to phone me up and say, what do you want to talk about? Do you know, funny you should say that, actually, Amy. I have a friend like that too. My friend John, I've not seen for many, many years. If I ever phoned him up, the conversation would last no more than 5 minutes, because he did not like phone conversations. We'd have a chat, and I start chatting. He goes, "Yeah, look, Mark, do you mind?" Like, oh, you know me, I don't want to talk loads of time on the phone. So some people just don't like it. They don't like it at all. He was definitely one of them. Amy said, I was like, but you phone me. But no, this is it. This is it. So some people are like that. They don't want to have long phone conversations. Much prefer to be in place. Richard said, I'm not a hugger unless you're crying. Excuse me. Mine's once a year.
Oh, really?
Excuse me. That's better. Kate went the wrong way.
I'm
No.
a hugger. I always hug your parents and your family when I
Mm.
whenever I see them, and hug my mum, hug my nephews.
But some people
Yeah.
aren't. Some people don't want to do that. They don't like the physical interaction.
Mm,
And some people find it awkward. Amy said, oh, AI babies. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that would work, but you could have AI babies, I suppose. You could just create them from the Matrix. Amy said, I don't hug people as I wasn't brought up on it. Well, there you are. Do you know
Yeah.
what? That's so, so true. I think if your parents or your family aren't huggers, I think it's very difficult because for you, or for anybody like that, it's that's the norm. So you're not comfortable with it because you know the person that you're hugging isn't comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think that like my mum was brought up in that way. So then she wasn't a hugger, but she's become a hugger. And I think as I was growing up, maybe I wasn't so much of a hugger, and also I didn't know how to sort of like express my emotions kind of thing. Now I don't really have a problem expressing them. But also I like to show, do you know what I mean? I'll hug someone and things like that. So
Hi,
yeah.
Keegan. How are you?
Hey, Keegan.
Sorry, Keegan. Thank you for my birthday wishes. That's really kind of you. So,
Ah.
Keegan, definitely recommend this cake. That's my birthday cake. In case you haven't seen it, it's the M&S rainbow cake. Really do like rainbow cake. That's one of my favorites. So Kelly bought me that. It's very nice. But I hope you're well. Hope you're okay. Richard said, I'm not a hugger unless you're crying. Oh, yeah, sorry. I read that one. Amy said, I don't hug people as I'm brought up on it, but I don't do compliments either. But you do like human interaction. So an AI, definitely not. But he knows Richard likes AI interaction. Richard said, I prefer real person, but AI is basically your smartphone. When you use self-service tills, it basically everywhere else, even food shops use it. No, this is true, but I'm thinking much more of an in-depth AI. So not just like your Google phone or your Alexa app. I'm talking something much more interactive. So with this AI that I'm talking about having a companion, the AI is designed exclusively for that. So the reason why it's expensive is because your AI has to get to know you. Oh, guys, thank you for the likes, by the way. I've just seen the one at the top. Thank you so much. The AI has to be programmed to understand your needs and wishes. So it's done over, think of it like a dating app. So when you go on a dating website, you'll get asked loads of psychological profile questions.
Only for some, yeah.
Not all, yeah, but the cheaper ones don't tend to. But the more expensive ones will do that. So the reason they do that, obviously, to try and find you the perfect match.
Yeah.
Now think of it in the way of finding the perfect match for you for an AI system. So they're asking you questions, and that will help the designers develop the perfect AI system for you. But yeah, absolutely different.
I wanted to bring your attention to there is I don't know if any of you watched the Black Mirror, I think, or Walter Presents, and basically it's these sort of like, what if this happens, what if that happens kind of thing. And it was roughly around the time that there was a couple of programs out by Channel 4 called like Utopia and things like that. Well, there's one sort of series where I don't know if it's I think it is all in the one program, where woman, she is seeing someone, and I don't know if they're newly married or they get married or something like that. She gets pregnant and the partner dies, and she's distraught. She's like inconsolable. Baby hasn't been born yet, I don't think. And then somebody sends her a message saying, oh, this might help you with grief. I think they hand it to her at the wake. So they have the wake, and they hand this card to her to say, like, right, this might be able to help you. And basically it's a number where there is a system which speaks to you in your partner's voice.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Black Mirror, but I did read about it.
So she decides to call the number, and then the number calls her back, and it's him, it's her partner, and she's freaked out. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't, and she starts crying uncontrollably. She hangs up the phone. She calls the number back. He speaks to her, And this is how it goes on for a few months. And then he says to her, you know, you can upgrade this level. And she's like, huh? And so she says, okay. So she upgrades it. And what happens is basically a replica of her partner turns up at the door. She unboxes it and it's him. And so she turns it on, and he starts talking to her and all of this. She gets freaked out. She turns it off. She turns it back on. They start talking and all of this type of stuff. Anyway, things do get intimate at some point, and then she's distraught, and she decides, you know, she goes, I'm going to end it. I want to end it, and all of this type of stuff. So when she goes to end it, he says, well, you know, she goes, well, aren't you going to say anything? And he says, well, what do you want me to say? Will it help if I sort of plead for my life? All of a sudden he starts crying for his life. Please don't end me, please. And all of this. And all of a sudden she can't do it. So, yeah, she then decides, well, I won't tell you the ending, but yeah. So it just shows you, I think that's maybe the way things will go in the end.
Well, it's always based on some form of truth. Amy said, all Kelly's birthday cards have gone now. About time. They were up there for months, absolute months, Amy. They were up there since November. Keegan said, what did you do today? So actually, Keegan, today wasn't my birthday. It was actually on Wednesday, but we did go out into central London. We did go to a nice restaurant. Well, I liked it. And we did go to a few different places as well. So we have made it into some films as well. We do need to film the outros because we left the restaurant. We didn't film the outro. The problem is sometimes when we've left the restaurant, we want to give our final thoughts. It's so noisy around there as well that we want to come back and home and do it. So we haven't got around to doing that. So I do need to film that last part. And then I think what we'll do is we'll then I'll be able to upload it and then show.
We might do it after this. We might even do it.
Once we've done the live, actually, it makes sense. We'll move all the cake.
Or Mark will eat all the cake.
Yeah, I'll eat all the cake. But there you go. So yeah, that's what we did. But thank you for asking. But I had a very good day. Amy said, God, I hate smartphones. Do you? I don't. Do you know what? They've almost become a necessity now.
Yeah,
nowadays.
It's crazy.
I mean, I had a really old phone, and half the things now I couldn't function with it because, you know, whenever somebody says, "Oh, just download the app," I said, "Well, my phone can't take any more apps."
Yeah.
So Kelly bought me one a few years ago. So I finally got it going, but that's what I needed to do. So the things like QR codes, you realize how much you do need them.
But how much faster now is your phone?
Oh, much faster.
Is it like worlds apart?
Oh God, yeah, totally. But it's just the functionality of it. My old phone, I could have 2 apps on my old phone. That was it.
Yeah. And one of them was a work one.
One of them was a work app. So the other one I had to do was, well, obviously I did WhatsApp. Richard said, "Oh no, be right back. Got black paint on the floor." Oh, Richard, always put cover down. Always put cover.
A rookie mistake.
Oh, Amy said, "Imagine in the future you could clone yourselves into babies." I don't know if that's a good idea with some people, but yeah, I know what you're saying. I think that's definitely a.
It's one of those things living forever, isn't it?
Amy said, "Yeah, I keep dying in that Intercal game." What's the Intercal game? Is that actual game you're playing? Richard said, "I heard about the world's first clone Go. It went terribly wrong." But they also had Dolly the sheep, which is the world's first clone sheep. But that actually went quite well. Lol, do you like photography? Like photography film is made from pigs. Did you know photography film is made? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. So when you say it's made, it's actually the film itself is made from what, pork, or is it made from the gelatine? I didn't know
the
that.
Skin.
Funny enough, the gelatine is used in so much stuff. Because obviously I don't eat meat, so apart from fish. So of course things like I can't have things like certain sweets, certain cakes, certain mousses, certain cheesecakes, because they will put animal gelatin.
I'm trying to make a mental list so that there's actually something left.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, please. There's plenty of cake there. Kelly does this. She'll go, oh, there's nothing left for me. There's a whole cake. Oh, no, I don't want that.
Who wants a whole cake?
Soon we will be going around with voice boxes. Yeah, it's gelatine. That's right, it's gelatine. So I didn't know film had gelatine in it. I had no idea.
Oh, interesting.
Is that the old camera film? Because I know you bought yourself a 1970s camera, didn't you?
I think the teacher lent.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. I had no idea. Of course, with modern cameras, you don't need film because you just
it's all digital
it's all
now.
digital. You literally just process it and do it. It's interesting to know as well if you think about it. That's the one your teacher lent. Yeah, that's the one, the 1970s one. I have to ask my dad. He's still got his.
Ooh.
He had from the 70s. But the picture quality is really good in it.
Yeah. I think I've kept old cameras, but I'm just trying to think. Did I keep my Samsung one, which was a big bulky camera? But I remember when I took it to Mauritius and I was getting the films developed when I was there. It goes, oh, it's got such good exposure. And I said, I know, right? Now when you look at it, because obviously you keep some of the photographs and you think, oh my God, that exposure was so poor.
Richard said, I'm old school. My arcade machine is games plus TV, DVD, and VHS. The side blackboard's screen is brighter. Watching VHS last night. There's something comforting about watching VHS. That little crackle you get in the middle of the screen reminds me of when I'm young. Amy, this will be completely alien to you, what VHS is. They are not good quality. My images look so grainy. But do you know what? That's what I'm talking. Think of it like a record. So I know you probably don't, because you're very young as well, you probably don't buy vinyls. But with the vinyl, you get that little crack. And that little crackle sound is when you play it. Just adds to the whole ambience of it. You get this tiny little crackle sound.
You used to have to get the velvet to brush the record so that it would take all the dust away.
Yeah.
And you'd have to clean the needle as well to also take the dust away.
But that crackle is something, because with a CD or a CD, or even now, obviously, on something like Spotify, you won't get a single crackle. So the sound is crystal clear. But there is something comforting about that. I know what you mean with the grainy, but for technology back then, that was incredibly pioneering. You wouldn't get anything else like that. Amy said, excuse me, Mark, I had VHS when I was younger. And yes, I know vinyl. Rude.
So rude. That's just so
I was meaning it as a compliment because, like I said, you're so young. Did you use actually VHS? I did, because I was going to say you're a millennial. So VHS pretty much. I'm trying to think when I got rid of mine.
No, because I don't think the nephews. I don't think they weren't with VHS because it was all DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah, because our nephews as well. One's 18, one's 16. I had a load of vinyls, and one of them did say to me, "What's that?"
Did they?
Yeah. He goes, "What's that?" I said, "Oh, it's a record. You put it on a turntable and you put a needle in it." He said, "Oh," he's looking at me like weird. Yeah. He said, "What's that?" So I mean, I think he hadn't seen one at the time. They've made a massive comeback now. So have cassettes.
Yeah, well, Guardians of the Galaxy would have kicked that off.
But why do people buy cassettes? Cassettes. Well, one of those things you've got to keep rewinding it to the bit you want to. You know where it is.
There was always a fine if you went to the video store and you hadn't rewound the video. You'd get fined.
We have one in my nan's caravan, a VHS. She said, "Do you want my mum to confirm?" Yes, I do. Get your mum on the live. And Richard said, "I was going to buy Hello Kitty cake on my birthday in January. It was cute. Little kitty in house and trees. Cost 250 quid. There's no way I showed you a picture. Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. He said, but there was no way. But I'll show you a picture if you're interested. Okay, I would like £250 cake for a Hello Kitty cake. Was this actually by the company Hello Kitty, or did you actually try and get a chef to make one for you? So I bought Kelly for one of her birthdays a Black Forest Gatto from I wouldn't say a famous chef.
No, he's if you watch Bake Off the Professionals, he will be at the point of now being relatively well known.
Yeah,
I guess
he was quite well known on Bake Off the Professionals. But you didn't like it.
No, do you know what? Julian Plumar's cakes are excellent. Yeah. I really, if you are ever in Brighton and you want just to, have like little patisserie cakes and stuff like that, I can't recommend his place highly enough. The cakes there are so good. The problem was, Mark rang them up and he said, "Oh, can you make a birthday cake for my girlfriend, Black Forest Gatto?" They don't normally make a Black Forest Gatto, so they were going off what they thought a Black Forest Gatto was, which is what it wasn't, unfortunately, and it didn't taste very good. However, that doesn't detract from the other cakes being really good. I can't. There are other cakes that they make in store. I can't take it away from them. They are really good. But that birthday cake was, as I would express in Coffee Addict, dead. The cake was dead.
Oh, talking of which, we did manage to find some other Japanese pancakes, which we will show you, but I'm not going to say any more than that.
Yeah, I think there was a concern. So when we did the Coffee Addict video,
I'm having more cake. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure, cake.
Yeah.
Cutting it in tiny slices is not going to make any type of difference.
You just carry on with the live.
So anyway, I feel some people felt that maybe I was a bit harsh in the way that I expressed. But this is what I wouldn't want. We make a false review.
Yeah.
We say that the pancakes were great. Don't get me wrong, those pancakes looked amazing, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that those pancakes tasted good, because they didn't. They tasted of egg. So one viewer said, oh, normally in those types of pancakes, it's a higher egg content to make it souffle-like and stuff like that, which I understand. It's not my first time having sort of pancakes like those before. And there was another place that we went, which is in one of our videos, where they made souffle-like pancakes, but they tasted like airy, fluffy pancakes. They were gorgeous. These tasted like glorified omelets. There was a clear difference in the taste of the Japanese pancakes that we had somewhere else and these Japanese pancakes. And the Coffee Addict, and I stand by it, they were not good. I would not want anyone to go there and spend anywhere between 10 and 13 pounds on souffle pancakes that tasted of eggs. I would never want to do that. And I really apologize if I offended some people and stuff like that. However, the review is the review. Like I said, I will give it a second chance, but I won't go to that branch. I'll go to another branch. Not anytime soon, later on. But they tasted like eggs. That is it. I can't, yeah. So, and yeah, it just, I was disappointed is what I was, because I was expecting great things. And I've tasted ube before. I had an ube bilog in Chinatown, and that was quite nice. It's not overly sweet. It's quite palatable. So I knew in my mind what I was expecting, and I've got to say the cream tasted delicious. And it wasn't ice cream, but the cream tasted, and I was supposed to get a scoop of ice cream, of which I didn't. But anyway, regardless, yeah, it wasn't great.
Amy said, I stood up for you. Yeah,
yes,
you did.
Thank you very much.
Bless you.
Oh.
But the thing is, as well, like I said, when we do our review, we want to pass on our opinion to you guys. But we'll always try and do it in a respectful way. And we, I said, we won't diss a place just because for the sake of it as well. Or sometimes as well, I can get a bit well, I say not narky, but sometimes, you'll go into a restaurant and if somebody's rude to us or the waiter isn't on point, I still won't hold that against them if the food is good. So because I can understand as well, experience that we may have may be totally different. Now, we've not had a rude person at all. They certainly weren't rude there.
No.
I'm just giving you an example. They weren't rude at Coffee Addict. They were actually very pleasant, very, very nice. But we wanted to give our honest opinion because, like I said, we wouldn't want you guys to go try it and thought, hang on, you said these were amazing.
Imagine the horror if somebody went and spent whatever, because them pancakes ain't cheap. You go there, you spend the money, and then they're going, oh yeah, that them pancakes were rubbish. You said them pancakes were good. Them pancakes, like, don't get me wrong, I've had like a few people who've said that they don't like Carvery, they'll never go. And to be fair, Toby Carvery is not for everyone.
No, but
I have to say the value for money is really good. Yes, you only get thin slices of meat, and I can't detract from that. Luckily, my appetite is not so big that I would finish the meat and be disappointed, going, "Oh my god, was it?" So, but for me, Toby Carvery is amazing. I feel like it's value for money. Do you know, if you just want to go for it, if you're fancying a roast or you just want to go for a cheap day out or whatever, Toby Carver is the way to go. You can't get better value than that, I feel.
Now you may go, if somebody might go to Coffee Addict and say, well, what are you talking about? These are great, but of course it's just our opinion. It really is just our opinion. You might find, and also as well, because the toppings are fantastic. They are nice.
It looks, I'm not going to detract from that. My pancakes looked, did you see all that purple on there? Oh my word. It looked amazing. My only disappointment, I was expecting the pancakes to be purple. But then when I went to have a look back, you had to pay, I realised you had to pay an extra £2 if you wanted the pancakes actually made from Ube. When it said plus £2 or something like that. I think that's what it said. But I'm sorry to say, for almost £12, because I think that's how much mine was, like £12, almost 13, something like that. Those pancakes should have been made of ube. I shouldn't have had to pay an extra £2.
No, I agree.
Are you crazy?
For the amount that they charge, it was expensive.
How expensive is it to make pancakes?
Blame it on different taste buds, says Amy. Yeah, well, totally.
Yeah.
Like I say, you know, our heaven might be somebody else's hell and vice versa. So anyway, we just our opinion, as you guys know, we always like to give our opinion as well. Plus, as well, Kelly and I ourselves have totally different opinions. So there'll be times that Kelly will try something, she thinks it's horrible. I think it's nice. So we like the fact we have different taste buds, because you guys will then get to know, my taste buds are more like Kelly. So if Mark says it's nice, I'm not having it. But vice versa. So you will get to know that.
But even so, like, you thought your pancakes were very salty. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. It just might have been the
But that's our taste buds. Do you see what I'm saying? We taste different things, because I tell you here and now, those pancakes were the exact same pancakes, and it was just different toppings. And for 11, 12, 13, whatever pounds, I could go and make my own pancakes and put toppings on there. But to make pancakes is not £12.
Well, to give you an example, Kelly and I went for brunch yesterday, and for £11 or £10.95, I got 3 pancakes, 3 sausages, vegetarian sausages, 4 hash browns, scrambled egg, beans, and I've got some fruit as well with that for that price. So that just goes to show what you can get for that money. Now I know that's local, and Coffee Addict is in central London, but even so, Amy said Toby Carver ain't for me. Sorry guys, and Tushi. But that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
That's exactly it. That's what we said. We just review for you guys to see, and we try and do a wide range of reviews so you can get to see those different
expensive
bits.
To reasonable to cheap to midway.
Keegan's back. Hello, Keegan.
Hey, Keegan.
Keegan, what have you been doing? Have you bought yourself anything new since your reindeer? Brunch. You guys are too posh, says Amy. You're not a brunch gal.
I love brunch, but the pancakes that we got yesterday, they weren't souffle. They weren't souffle pancakes. But like I said, I mean, for you, if you like, I was watching another YouTuber and they were at Bill's, and it was £7.50 for unlimited pancakes. Okay, they're not souffle pancakes, to be fair, but they are the thicker American type pancakes. Now, I know eggs are expensive, and you're going to use more eggs to make sort of like souffle type pancakes, I guess. But I'm sorry, but I'm expecting them to be fluffy.
Yeah, for that price.
I'm not expecting them to be fluffy.
So Amy previously said £250 was very cheap for a cake. Are they gluten-free? You're such a Mickey taker. Yeah, I was going to say, actually, for £250 for a Hello Kitty cake, I think Richard's probably in the middle of decorating his thing. But Richard, do let us know, was that the official Hello Kitty cake, or were you going to get a chef to make the Hello Kitty cake? Because that was quite pricey.
Like £250.
Unless it was massive.
I'm like, £250 for cake. I mean, if I was looking at them sort of type of prices, you best believe it'll be for a wedding cake.
Apparently really you guys with your brunch of posh and with your conservatory. Oh, it was in Harrods. Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
Anything in Harrods is gonna be expensive. Right, thanks, Richard.
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Ray Ray.
Hey, Ray Ray.
How are you?
I hope you're well.
Hello, Mark. Happy 21st birthday plus VAT. Sorry you're not well, Kelly. Hello, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
How are you? I hope you're well. Who are Ray Ray? Just to let you know, we did the candles for the live just for my cake. So you just missed the candle bit, but this is cake I would definitely recommend. It's the M&S rainbow cake. Very, very nice. one of my faves, and that's why Kelly bought it for me. But
Yeah.
it's got the perfect ratio of buttercream and sponge, and obviously that's hundreds and thousands all around the side and back.
Yeah.
Buttercream all the way around it. Very, very good. Definitely recommend it if you like buttercream and cake. Which I'm sure, who doesn't like buttercream and cake? Richard said, I do have a Hello Kitty official recipe.
Oh.
Mark just turned 500. I did.
He did. He's looking good for it, though.
I'm gonna have to get some Botox in, aren't I, Amy?
Yeah, looking good for
I might
500.
I might have it in my conservatory and whilst I'm having brunch.
Yeah.
Amy thinks we're really posh because we have brunch.
And a conservatory, apparently.
Oh, yum yum! I'm just having banana fritter from the Chinese. Oh wow!
Oh no!
Now Kelly hates bananas, but you would like a pineapple fritter.
I would like I'd love a pineapple fritter. I don't even mind apple fritters.
I've never had an apple.
Yeah, apple fritters, pineapple fritters are really, really good. Banana though isn't.
It just reminds me of basically having something in the deep fat fryer. So if you think about it, the fritter is literally just dipped in batter and dipped in the deep fat fryer.
Does Wayne like banana fritters?
Yeah, does he? And when you're saying from the Chinese, I take it this is the dessert stage. So did you have a Chinese? Did you have a main with it? Or did you just get banana fritters from the Chinese? That is fantastic if you just go and get dessert.
No, do you know what? I love Chinese. I'm not going to lie. I do like Japanese. I like Chinese. I haven't had much Korean. Do you know where oh my God, So when we went out for Mark's birthday, I was just like, right, okay, we're in London. I went to Old Chunky and I got the vegetarian puff. I got the sardine puff. What else did I get?
We didn't film any of this.
we went to Wa.
Yeah, we didn't film that either.
And then we got a cake from Wa, which is a Japanese patisserie, which you would have seen before because we did the video a couple of videos ago, and they got a new one in stock, which is like a grape. White grape cake. Oh my word, that was so good. And then I got the sesame cheesecake. Oh, that sesame cheesecake was good. And Mark said he wanted to share my white grape, and I said no, I don't want to hear anything about sharing. I'll buy your own one. He said I don't want my own one. I want part of your what? Why does somebody want a part of my cake? No. I will buy you a cake. So that's what I ended up doing because I didn't want to share my cake. I said no. So I bought him a cake. I bought myself a cake, and I bought sesame. Look, he doesn't want his own one. He wants to have part of my one.
Ray just said the same thing. So I will come back to other people's comments, but I just want to say this because Kelly's just complaining about me. Ray said, yeah, but he didn't order one himself, and now he's drooling over mine. Yes, we had curry rice, ribs, and prawn crackers. But Amy's spot on. Amy says sharing is caring.
It's not. I don't want to share. I don't want to care.
Let me tell you something, Amy, right, and everybody else with Kelly. Kelly doesn't share anything. Kelly would rather the food went off than shared it. There's plenty of
Kelly doesn't share food.
There's been times Kelly will buy something, don't touch it, and I said, all right. Then the days go by, and then it's gone.
But sometimes I'm not feeling it right.
And I'm saying, well, hang on a second, that's gone. I could have had that. Oh no, I'd rather it off. I'd rather it rot than you have it.
No, that's not quite the same. That isn't quite true. But sometimes, yeah, it has gone off in the past. But like, I might. The thing with Mark is he sees something, he wants to eat everything straight away. Everything he wants to eat straight away. He doesn't think about tomorrow. He doesn't think. So whenever I cook, right, I cook a big batch, and I think, do you know what? I'll have a little bit tomorrow. And you know what Mark will say to me? Can I have the rest of that? Can I have a little bit of that? Can I have the rest of that? So in my mind,
what you're talking about?
In my mind, once I've cooked, I already know. I thought, oh, do you know what? I would like to save a little bit, but if he wants to eat it, it's fine. And so I've already let it go, kind of thing. But when I buy something, specifically from a bakery where the cakes are so creamy, I'm not sharing it.
Doesn't share anything.
I'm not sharing it.
Where were we? So Amy said, oh, is it mochi? Mochi?
Yeah, mochi.
Mochi is nice, but you can't get the gluten-free. Oh no. Because you're the gluten. But you can. I'm sure if you shopped around, you could. So one of the viewers, Red Bear, actually talking Chinese food, we did pop into Chinatown actually. We did pass the Golden Gate, so we now know where it is.
Yeah, but
so we will have a look at it at some point.
I knew where the Golden Gate was. And I thought that's normally where I go to get my pork puffs. So they didn't have, and I did go into Golden Gate and they didn't have any of my pork puffs. I was like, oh, they had the pork pastry, which I don't mind. But now having tried the pork puffs, I know my taste buds have been elevated. So now I like, you know, when you feel, well, I can't go back. I can't go back to without having my pork puffs.
So Richard said, ice cream van is just arrived, having a large waffle with chocolate chip chunky. Oh, lovely.
What, they do waffles?
Do they do waffles? Like a bubble waffle?
Since when? No, I'm thinking waffles.
Yeah, is it bubble waffles? So that bubble waffle is the one that's really flat, and they wrap it into a cone and they put the ice cream in.
Or is it normal waffle?
Yeah, or is it like a Belgian waffle with the ice cream on top?
Since when?
Richard, look at you.
When has ice cream van been doing that?
Richard said, I never share my fantastic Haribo. Back off. There you are. So Richard doesn't share either. Amy said, Mark's drama skills are coming out. The Oscar goes to Mark. Thank you. Richard said, I hate going out for a meal with my sister's family. My brother-in-law picks at other people's food. When he comes at you,
you know
like,
what was happening?
Hang on. When he comes at you, like, or you order. Let me give Richard's thing a justice, because I think you'd relate to this. Richard said, I hate going out for meals with my sister's family. My brother-in-law picks at other people's food. When he comes to you, you're like, order it, you muppet. Don't touch my food, you with your filthy hand. Oh my God, does he actually pick it with his hands?
Listen.
His bare hands.
You see
oh
this?
no. No, I would never do that. I would never. See, now in my family, like I said, if we order something different, we will, like, obviously we'll cut a little piece off and then put it on somebody's plate and they'll eat it just for them to try. But I would never, ever in a million years, with my bare hands, pick something from my plate.
I do begrudgingly when I'm out with his family going, would you like to try some? And I'm thinking, I don't want any.
Kelly, not little do they know how she hates to share.
Like, don't get me wrong, my mum is very different. Like,
it's a cone waffle. Sorry, go on.
My mum will always, she's my mum and my brother. They're very much, oh no, have some of mine, have some of mine. They're very much like that. But I don't like it. I don't mind buying you your own, right? Like, I'm very giving like that. I'll buy you whatever it is you want. I'll buy it for you because I'm like that. So as soon as we went, I said to Mark, what cake do you want? He says, I want a bit from you. I don't want to give you a bit from me. I don't want to. Just tell me the cake you want.
Kelly's mum's like me, because she'll just, what's wrong with you? I just want a sip or I just want a taste.
I don't want to give you a sip or a taste. I will buy you whatever cake it is you want.
Amy said, I'm now scared of Kelly. I think that's probably wise. Richard said, I lick my food so we can't do it. Yeah, my brother and I used to do that. If we wanted something, we'd just go, so say, I don't know, imagine my fork's a biscuit or someone would go, this is the last biscuit. Oh, let's have the last one. You want this one? There you go. And that's what people would do. That's what we would do as kids. Don't say that, Richard says, Amy. I know, to be honest with you, I do agree with Richard though. I don't mind sharing something, but I would really begrudge somebody with their hands, because again, you don't know if they washed them or something, and somebody actually grabbing something from your plate, that is out of order. That is not good.
You know, like sometimes I'd go out with colleagues, and the thing is, you order and everybody takes them. And I used to really hate it. And I used to think, oh my God, I just want my own food. I don't want to share my food, kind of thing. Because especially when I have something in mind, because inevitably everybody will take. And while you're enjoying it and you might want a bit more, you can't have a bit more because it's finished.
Amy says, in my house, we pretend to cough. So when you say pretend to cough, is it a way of just going as if to say, don't touch it? Or do you actually cough?
On the food, yeah.
Richard said, I'm throwing a cup. Oh yeah, so sorry, Richard did say it's a bubble cone.
Oh wow.
So that's fantastic. I have never known an ice cream van do bubble cones.
That's what I'm saying. Since when? Like these ice cream vans are elevating their things, you know.
I was gonna say, does he do crepes as well? Richard said, throwing a cup of water is more fun than a fork. I've done it at friends who touch my chips. Well, you actually drown them with water. Oh, that's for leaving the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
Like in Friends. Amy said, imagine going out with your colleagues. I would jump off a bridge.
Yeah. There's been many times when I had to go out with my colleagues and I just wanted to jump off a bridge. It is so true. Do you know what it is as well? I feel like I'm a social person in the right circumstances and with the right people. but I'm not. But I have to choose the people that I want to hang out with, or choose the people that I want to chat to and stuff like that. So I feel like when you are in a situation, so there one time that I used to do a work thing, and you know I'd arrange, normally I would arrange a dinner or whatever, and we'd all go out for dinner. Now I didn't always invite everyone because I didn't know everyone, and people weren't, do you know what I mean? But there was one girl who I was quite friendly with, and I never invited her because she was friends with another girl who I didn't like. And there used to be three of them, these three girls, and they used to always hang out. And there was one girl, and I really didn't like her. But so I never, so when I never invited her because of association, I thought. And then next thing you know, then I have to have dinner with somebody I don't like, and then you have to sit there and pretend to have a conversation, and this person is sitting with you and you don't like them. Now don't get me wrong, I'm very cordial, I'm not rude and all of that type of stuff, and you see each other, hi, and then I keep it moving, I go about my business. But I don't want to now have to, out of work, spend my time with somebody I don't like. I already have to do it in work and be cordial. Now you want me to do it outside of work? No. So on her last, she got really, when she found out, she got really upset that I never invited her. And she goes, oh yeah, I heard you went out last night and did yada 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 and all of this. And then there was another girl who I used to go, she was included in the group, and I was planning a dinner, and she goes, oh, maybe we should open up the invite to everyone. I was going, no. Like, if I wanted to, I would open it up, because there's been plenty of times when they've gone and they've excluded me, and I didn't say nothing. There was a whole group of emails.
Yeah.
Right? They were all doing their social things, but I didn't get invited to one. I wasn't even included. But I never kicked up a fuss. Oh, you didn't include me, blah blah blah. But it's about being socially mature and about understanding you don't like everyone, and not everyone is going to like you, and that's fine. That's just life. But yeah, I was just, yeah, imagine you have to go now, you have to deal with them at work, and then what, you want me to deal with them in my personal time? No.
Amy said, oh, cough on the food. Oh, your family cough on the food.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Do you know, I remember a friend of mine, he was telling me a story as well. His mate, this is when he was about 14. His mum wanted to throw him a birthday party, and he just didn't want it. He was a bit ungrateful. He wasn't the nicest of kids, this guy. And so his mum did this birthday cake. So when he blew out the candles, he coughed all over it. She kicked him out. Anyway, I'm going to put this cake away because I keep eyeing it up.
Yeah, because I know he wants to eat, because that's how Mark is. The food is there on his mind.
That's the problem. If I see it, I want it. So I'm going to put it away.
That's why when I cook a big batch, in his mind, he goes, oh yeah, there's food in that pot. There's food in
That's
that
why I've got to out of sight, out of mind. There we are. Look, so that's it.
He will only think about it later.
The M&S rainbow cake.
Now that it's open, he'll just think about it.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
Amy said, I do not talk to my college people in my class. When I leave that classroom, we don't talk or meet. I'm always that one girl that nobody ever likes. Oh, I don't believe that. I think everybody does like you. But that's the thing. It's not your prerogative to have to, what's the word? You socialize with people at college. You don't have to do it.
I feel like it's one of those things where it depends on whether you're going to put yourself out there or not. When we did an acting class together,
yes,
there was only two people that I actually spoke to in the class. One of them was Bernadette, and there was somebody else. I can't remember who the other person was, but I didn't chat with the rest of the class. Mark was quite social.
Yeah, I used to chat with all of them.
And he went for coffee, but not one person invited me to go to coffee or anything like that. They all went and everything else, but not one of them took the time to get to know me, to ask me, am I going to go out with them and all of this type of stuff. Not one person. And that just shows you.
Amy said it's nice to get invited even if you don't want to go. No, that is true.
Yeah.
I think the danger is, though, if you keep saying no, they won't invite you again.
Yeah, they just don't invite you.
Richard said Mark said to Richard, name one awesome birthday gift you got from Kelly. He got a hug, lol, said Amy. I'll show you actually in a minute. Not even Mark invited you to coffee. I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. I did see you.
I think on the last one you might have done.
Yeah.
On the very last class, I think you might have done. I think on
I
the very
definitely
last
said you were
class.
coming out for coffee. Right, let me grab these presents.
But they had been going out for coffee all of this time. Not one of them invited me. But on the last class, yeah, oh yeah, I think you did. I think you did, yeah. Because I did go. I did go to the coffee intending to get Mark's number. So that's why. That's the only reason why I went.
So there's a bit of a mixture here. So there's a couple.
Well, I know I didn't get you those.
No, you didn't get me these. So these are the ones you got me.
Yeah.
So Kelly bought me. As you know, I like the Batman. So it's a signed photograph from Christian Bale and Heath Ledger.
It's a reprint, obviously.
Oh no, this is original.
Yeah.
I'm expecting this to reach thousands. So that was that one. And one of my other favourite films of the 80s is Ghostbusters. So that's that one from. Is that all of them actually?
That's 3 of them, not
yeah.
not the 4th
Oh no,
one.
Howard Ramis. No, it is all of them.
Yeah, all 3 of them, not the 4th guy.
Howard Ramis. Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's strange that they haven't got.
I forget his name, but yeah.
I've forgotten the actor's name. Yeah, he's not on there. But there we go. I have actually got his signature upstairs.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what we put on the fridge as well.
Oh yeah, there's that as well. So for anyone that's Back to the Future, Kelly got me the dehydrated pizza from Back to the Future 2, the little one, which is I think is cool. Now my brother bought me some gifts, which Kelly hates, but I love. Amy said, "How rude of Mark. Who would have thought you were?" Who would have thought when we were younger, you guys will be together today? Did you predict?
I didn't predict that it would go this far, to be quite honest. Because we do talk about that quite often.
Yeah.
Right? Did we think it would get to this? But to be quite honest as well, when we were younger, we were very different people as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like I was the same, but I feel like you were very different.
No, you're definitely different.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. You're definitely different. Richard said, "Remember my Black Death sour soup?" I couldn't believe. So I saw you on the live eating that one as well. You had 2.
Yeah.
Oh, what you were thinking of having 2?
Yeah.
The effects wore off today. What happened then? Tell us about what actually happened, because I know. So for those of you who didn't see it, in Richard's live, he bought the world's sourest sweet. So it was.
I don't think it was the sourest.
No, hottest.
Because I think the next sour, he's doing another sour.
That's right. One level up. So one of the world's sourest sweets.
Yeah.
So much so that you said I think you were just drooling when you were doing it. But did it affect your taste buds? Did your tongue and lips go numb? And if so, how long for? I knew that was just when I saw that. I thought, what?
Why?
Richard, just man up, innit? So some other bits I got just quickly. So my brother got me a load of nice stuff in the States. Caramel coffee, which I'm looking forward to trying.
Oh, I thought it said pumpkin on it.
No, that's caramel. He got me pumpkin.
Dunkin' Donuts.
A hand grenade, but it's not actually a hand grenade. This is right up Richard Street. So that is actually green sauce. So that's really hot, flame green sauce. So hot, it comes in a hand grenade like that. Grunt green, all natural. The General's hot sauce. What's in it? American grown. Cayenne pepper, distilled white vinegar, salt and garlic. Grenade. So there's that. Amy, you remember that VHS thing? So that's actually not a VHS thing. That's a Back to the Future puzzle bit. So I'm going to have fun putting that together. But the pièce de résistance, and one of my favourite things, which Kelly just hates,
which is going in the bin,
going in the bin
when Mark doesn't notice.
Which is my present. You can't.
And when I see his brother, I'm going to choose violence.
Hand me my present, please. Be gentle, because it's. So this, my brother got me. So he went to Mexico and he saw this and thought of me. Now, as you know, I like all my film memorabilia and what had you. So it got a little damage on the thing, but that is actually from Mexico. Alien versus Predator, as you can see there on the little stuff. You can see his stand right there is one of the face huggers. What's the other bit on there? Oh, no. Yeah, so he's got the face hugger on there. You can see one of the eggs, alien eggs right there with the face hugger. And this actually does come off. So that's the xenomorph from Alien. As you can see, Kelly's face, she really likes it. There's the Predator.
It's depicting violence, and I'm going to be choosing violence.
There we are. Actually, in fact, what I think is also cool is that the Predator's eyes do glow red. Unfortunately, his spear got a little damaged on the rope, but I do think that's pretty awesome. I don't know how they carved it, but I'm quite impressed with that. So that's come all the way from Mexico, and that's going to go on the mantelpiece, isn't it, dear? So
yeah, in a box.
Ben, if you're watching, she loves it. I love it. It's really, really good. Richard, very nice, Mark. You see, Amy likes it. Next week, the sour sweet comes with a warning label. I had to fill out a form in the shop to pick it up next week. Oh my God, have you got to sign a waiver for this thing? When you say sign forms in the thing, you actually got to sign a waiver to collect it.
Richard.
Kelly is nice. Mark is nice. Oh, bless you. Geez, Richard, Kelly, you love it really, says Amy. She does love it as well. Come on, that's come all the way from Mexico.
What has that got to do with the price of potatoes?
Yeah, no, but it's just like I said, it's survived the journey from Mexico.
And
if you were to go to Mexico, that's the kind
that's
of thing.
not the thing I would buy.
Yes, it is. It's the sort of thing.
If he was really concerned, what he would have brought back is sunshine.
Well, I don't think you can get that in a box. Yeah, Kelly loves it really. She does, Amy. She's just pretending, just for the live. Where are we? So, Richard, going back to the suite though, do you actually have to sign a waiver? Everyone is different, Kelly. Exactly, says Amy. See? Actually, Amy's backing me now, so that's good. She backed you in the pancake wars. Bless you. So that's our washing machine going into spin. Yeah, Richard, did you actually have to sign a waiver for it? Is it that deadly? I have heard in the United States, if you do taste some of the hot wing challenges that are available, they do make you sign a waiver saying that you will not sue the restaurant if you go and do it. So some of the chili, if anybody watches Man vs. Food, there was one restaurant, I forget the name of it, but one guy used to put he had all these different chilies in this sauce. And what he would do is he'd keep adding to the chili. And what they would do is they put the chili back in the pot and add even more chili to it. So it just got hotter and hotter and hotter.
I just want to show quickly something. So I got this Fanta bottle, but it's got like a weird thing. But what's clever about it is, look, you think that it stop you from losing your, sometimes when you take off your cap and you might drop it. So it stops it from doing that. I mean, you can take it off altogether, but I just thought that was really clever. So now I can just drink my drink without. So if you're in the cinema, if you're in the theatre or whatever, you're not going to lose your cap.
Amy said, I love that guy. Rick is my guy. So you like Adam Rickman? Because they've got a new guy now, if you see it as well, this gingerhead guy. And he's good, but you just think no one can beat Adam Rickman. Adam Rickman, if you're interested, Amy, because if you like Man vs. Food, he went off and did his own YouTube channel about it. And he did actually come to the UK and did a load of different things from the UK.
Yeah, he did,
he also is, I'm absolutely shocked, he's a huge Tottenham Hotspur fan. So there's YouTube channels of him actually going around Tottenham Hotspur's old stadium. You see him crying because he's just so emotional when he gets to see the Spurs pitch. I was shocked he supports Spurs, but there you go. It's rubbish. I had one on my Dr. Pepper, Kelly, said Amy, the cap.
Oh, really?
You don't like
I just
it at
thought
all,
it was really clever.
I
mean, you can just take it off if you want to, but I just thought I would leave mine on because I have dropped caps in the past on the floor, and I'm like, oh no. Richard
said, the form is for the sour sweet, basically health checklist. I passed. It's called the bubonic plague. Excuse the spelling. It's world's deadliest, and it can't eat sweets for 15 days. Oh my God. What are you doing to yourself?
Yeah, like what are you doing to your insides and stuff?
Oh,
honestly.
Richard, I'm going to have this sweet here. I will go blind for 4 days. Here I go.
But I'm doing it for you, Jim. I'm doing it for you guys.
Go careful, Richard, because that's going to really mess up your insides. Amy said, I don't like that guy with the spiked hair. No, not the guy with the spiked hair. Now, the guy with the spiked hair, I know who you mean.
The blonde one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's called something. Is it
Diners, Dives, and da da da?
Yes, no, it's Diners, Drive-Thrus, and Dives. That's what it's called. So that's a different show. It's very, very, very similar to Man versus Food.
But I thought he did a Man versus Food as well
Mm,
before he did the driver's
No,
training.
he didn't. No, it's the other guy. He's got long ginger hair. Well, I say long, it's down to about there like a bob.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a new replacement. So Adam Rickman left the show,
Right.
and they wanted to carry it on. They got a guy with ginger hair. Where's my tablet? Oh, it's never around when I need
It's
it.
upstairs.
God, it was so. So yeah, but that's what he did. Oh, Amy said don't like him. So the guy,
Now
I got my
Mark
phone.
can use his phone.
No,
can use his
so I shall
new-
show you the new guy.
Now he can use his phone. Look at him. Acting all slick now. He's got his new phone.
I'm always sick. Adam got bare skinny now. Yeah, he has lost a lot of.
I thought he lost a load of weight. I mean, I always said to Mark, how can he keep trim doing a program about food anyway? But also I saw something recently and he'd actually put on a load of weight, but I don't know if he's lost it again. But he's always stayed trim and then lost more weight after he did the show. But I saw him on something the other day and he put quite a bit of weight on, bigger than what he was in Man vs Food.
I think he fluctuated, didn't he? Because like you say, obviously doing Man vs Food. I mean, what got me was if you look at when he goes to a restaurant, he tries one of their dishes in the and then he goes and does a food challenge. But he's already eaten by the time he's done the food challenge. Now I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I would have, if I was going to do a food challenge, I'd have to be really, really I'd have to starve myself really, really hungry to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, last time I saw it. But actual fact, when he did the UK one, he had put on weight. He went to Whitby Bay and he ate fish and chips there.
Oh.
Look at that, sod's law. So unfortunately, my phone is having to update something, so I can't show you. I will show you in a bit. But yeah, so the guy is Mark versus Food. I would love to do that, Amy. That would be my dream job, to actually do that.
I don't know about you doing.
I would love to do food challenges. Who would not like to do food challenges? Richard does food challenges.
You would be on the bike non-stop.
No, but you don't. Like I said, food challenges don't always have to be the amount. Sometimes they can be the heat. So I mean, Richard is doing a food challenge. That is a food challenge.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. Although I'm wondering whether Richard's going to wreck the lining of his stomach. And I doubt you would do something like hot or whatever. Yours would be a mount challenge.
Yeah, I would actually do probably the Richard challenges.
Although your appetite is not big enough now, I feel, for you to be able to do a large food challenge.
Richard said, you decide not to buy cheese as prices rises. That's not your cheese, new breed. Better dumb.
That's not your cheese.
Amy said, super hot soup. You mean in hot spicy wise or hot temperature wise? Now he did the one he normally does for spices is wings, so chicken wings. So the sauce will be super hot, and they stab all the chicken wings so it absorbs all that flavour and that heat. Matt Stoney, what are your thoughts?
I don't know who Matt Stoney is.
Who's Matt Stoney? Sorry, my limit for gun. Can you do your phone because mine's out of action at the moment. Who's Matt Stoney? Do you mean Matt Stoney, the Doctor Who? Here we are. We're gonna have a look. Have a look at Matt Stoney.
Oh, competitive eater.
I've not seen him.
Matthew Kai Stoney is an American competitive eater and YouTuber. He is number 5 ranked in competitive eater in Major League Eating. Stoney won 2015 Nathan Hot Dog Eating Contest. Wow.
I have to look at it. My God, he's so thin. Right, one of my favourites, if anybody is into people that do food challenges, is Beard Meets Food. If you look at him, he's got his own YouTube channel. Check it out. Beard Meets Food. He's got a ginormous beard. He's British, and he goes around the whole of the UK. He has done America as well, doing food challenges, but he can eat a lot. And he's worked out technique, and he's dead thin. He's worked out a technique how to do it as well. So with him, he drinks tons of water whilst he's eating the food. Richard said, I have a saying when I'm out, is I like something female or food or drink, I say. Like little bit of cake. I like something a bit female. Like a little bit of food. Or I like to drink. Which one do you normally go for? Is it in that order? Female food and drink.
Yeah, female.
Nicardo oh, isn't that a controversial person? Nicocardo Advocado. Ladies man, oh my god, says Amy. Yeah, you are, Richard. Oh, my phone is still updating. This is annoying me now.
And I'm just trying to sort of keep my cough under control.
Yeah. What do you think?
But yeah.
Do you still watch that YouTuber? Does anybody like the food challenges ones as well? Like I said, just out of interest.
Yeah. Does anybody like watching food channels? Other than ours, of course. But ours isn't solely to do with food, obviously.
So who else do you like, Amy? Who is your the person that you like to watch as well?
Like, I don't really like to watch eating like challenges kind of thing.
Do.
I like to find out about new places and good food. That's what I like. I like to find out like what new place. Oh, that food looks excellent. Like when I was showing Evelyn, my bestie, the pancake, she's going, before she even heard the review, she's like, oh, I want to go there. Kel, where is it? I want to try the pancakes. Da, da, da. And I was like, Eve, no. And then I was like, she goes, what? But they look amazing. I was like, it's true. But that's like, sometimes people show like these juicy big burgers. And years ago when I was younger, I would have thought, oh yeah. Now that I'm older, I just think, oh, that doesn't look nice at all. So, but I do like burgers, but I don't eat them very often. But sometimes I do like, I think, oh, do you know what? I fancy a burger today. But more often than not, I get it without the bun.
Amy said, I watch buffet documentaries. Now, we love doing buffets. The problem was the ones in the UK just aren't up to the ones.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near
That is true.
as good as the ones in the States. Not even remotely close. The only one that's semi-close that can touch it is the Ned.
Yeah.
That we've tried.
Yeah.
But even the Ned is incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
For what it is. So you're looking at £90 per person. You know, the United States, for the same price, you would get way more selection. But the Ned is the one that I would definitely recommend. That's probably one of the best ones in the UK in central London. Called the Ned in, where is it again?
It's at Bank.
Oh, God, this thing's actually finally loaded.
Not too far from Bank. The thing is, I'm not really a buffet person. But if we go to a more high-end buffet where the quality's a lot better, then yeah. I mean, I'll then, and what I also like about other buffets, like my favorite being the Wicked Spoon, they come in smaller portions, so you're not overloading your plate. I don't like it when, you know, like when I go to Carvery, try as I might to try to make my plate smaller, because it's all like, do you know what I mean? Like big dollops of this, and you cannot just get a small bit of potato coming off that spoon. The whole thing is, or sometimes I like to get the little potatoes. So like I'll take a few little potatoes and things like that. But yeah, I really like going to Carvery. I really enjoy a Carvery.
So I'm just trying to get this man versus food. This system's finally freaking updated. Oh my God, Mark and Kelly met my Sherry on my live yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Oh yes, super size versus super skinny. Oh, you watched that as well when you get someone larger and some, and they swap.
They swap. Yeah,
diets.
I've never watched that either.
I've seen that.
No.
Some of it's weird. There was one girl, she ate nothing but chocolate and Coke, and she was the thinny one. That's all she ate. She just had one bar of chocolate and some Coke. She didn't eat anything else.
She must suffer from malnutrition.
Yeah, she does. That's what they were saying. They said it was so bad that she was at a state where if she carried on with it,
she would have body parts that were failing.
And it's, there we go. Right, finally, this thing is loaded. That's the new guy for Man vs. Food. You can see that. It's not going to do it. Come on. That's him. So he, if it ever loads in, is the new, there we are. So he's the new guy for Man vs. Food, as you can see. Forget his name. Anyway, after all that, it wasn't really worth it. That took so long for that thing to update. Oh, you like Heston Blumenthal, says Richard. Yeah. I do like some of this. No, I do like it.
Yeah, you do. I'm not.
I love the theatre of it and the way he comes up with the ideas, because I love what I do like. He comes up with a problem and he solves it. Oh, you watch bodybuilders, Amy? Is it the fact that you like somebody's dedication to something? Is that what you like? So somebody who really devotes themselves to something.
I like to watch Bake Off the professionals, and I like it when they get to the theatre. But some of them like do a real like they do a real storytelling and all that. But there was one year where it was really good, and in it now in these consequent years, I haven't seen one as good as which I saw a few years ago. I think it was like in 2020 or 2021, and I've not seen any when they do the theatrical part. I've not seen it as good as that year.
I watched YouTuber travel. Sorry, Richard said I have to show you the food videos I follow. Yeah, that would be good actually. I watch a YouTuber travels world, try strange foods. There's several I watch that do that, but that's one thing that we love doing, and we haven't been able to travel recently.
Yeah, I like traveling, but I don't like weird foods. Like, you know, if you see people eat scorpions or something like that, I don't find any enjoyment out of that kind of thing. But I like to discover new places, and I like to see new things, and I like to see, do you know what I mean? Like what people like.
Here's something for Kelly to try. So that's something my brother got from the United States. It's the cricket bar. It's got actual live crickets, well, dead crickets, I should say, not live, but it's blueberries and crickets. But apparently it's incredibly high energy. So, and it does say contains almonds, apricots, cricket powder. So it's crushed up crickets, blueberries, honey. I think you should.
That's your new thing.
You should give that a go.
Yeah, that's your new thing.
Amy said someone I watched got kicked out of buffets. I'm surprised I haven't. Who got kicked out of a buffet?
No, you wouldn't get kicked out of a buffet. There was one guy that I was watching on a documentary about buffets, and he had gotten, so he started in the morning and was there till, and they just kicked him out. They like, because he was just eating so much, and he wasn't an overly huge guy. I mean, he was thick set, yeah, fair enough, but he wasn't overly huge to be eating as much as, do you know what I mean, he was eating and stuff. But yeah, there were just some people who like to eat and stuff like that. You've got a huge appetite, but it's nowhere near as what it used to be.
No. I used to have much bigger. Honestly, I used to eat a heck of a lot. I could really do 3 or 4, maybe 5 plates in a buffet, no problem.
Yeah.
I do that too, Richard. So that's basically watch YouTubers from around the world trying different foods.
Yeah.
Have you tried ox heart? Asked Richard. It's nice. I've never had ox heart, but it's supposed to be very, very good for you. Have you tried it?
No.
Oh, just a question.
No, I'm just saying, I just told you I don't like watching the ones where I'm like, no, why would I have tried ox heart? My mum, when I was younger, she would feed me things like tongue, liver, brains, da.
You've had oxtail though.
Yeah, but I'm not that's slightly different to ox heart.
Yeah, true.
It's slightly different, yeah.
Richard said he's not a fan of man versus food, just find it boring, just food. Well, there are the challenges at the end, but also I think the more thing is what it just gets you an idea of what's around. I think when Kenny and I go to the States, if there's a man versus food that they've done in that area, I will have a look at it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like to have a look at certain things. I'm not one really to try a challenge or anything like that, because I like to enjoy my food. So I'm not really one for, oh yeah, you have to eat this in a certain, like, how can you enjoy your food if you have to eat in a certain amount? That's not enjoyment for me. So I want to like sit down and, you know, like try the food. That's so good. Or I didn't like that. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's.
Sorry. Amy said looks like that guy from the Will Ferrell film. Yeah, he does look a bit like Will Ferrell, the guy from Man vs. Food. Then why don't you eat it, Rich? Said Amy. Amy said dedicational people. Yeah, so this is going back to the weightlifting. Do you know there is something inspiring about somebody who really dedicates their life to something? Because you get to see the results, but the hours and hours of effort that goes into it makes you feel inspired. The Heyman food review, says Richard. Oh, Amy said she sent you some weird images.
There you go.
What's it? Oh, what?
That's you.
Can I show these?
You have to ask her, yeah.
Is that all right? Oh my god, are you taking photos of us there? I look quite good as a dog. It's quite funny actually, because I thought, who is that? But I've got this mega chin, like a Jimmy Hill. Kelly's face.
This one.
You look about 10 years younger. It makes you look like a brainiac.
My word.
It's funny how you got the angle. So basically what Amy's done, she's taken photos of us from the live at different angles. It just looks really strange. Yeah, you can show, she says. Okay, do you want to show? I'll let Kelly show them.
All right, so this is the first one.
I look like Thanos. You can show mine as well. Oh, Richard said you can show his ones. He said
okay.
It does make you look younger. I don't know why. You look like a child in that one. Look at my chin. I look like one of the Incredibles. I do, don't I? I look like a cartoon. Adrian. That one's quite funny. I like that one. What's the next one? Was that it? See, I told you to make it look a good dog.
Yeah. Well, it's a cat, but
oh, is it a cat?
It could be a dog.
I think it's a dog.
Oh, pointed it? No, I think it's a cat. We'll pause. It's a cat, right?
No, I'm pretty confident that's a dog. Oh my god. I quite like that one actually. I don't know why I like that one. Right, show Richards. Oh, awesome! So Richard, just to let you know, Richard has been designing his own arcade. That looks so good. That is so good. That is really, really good. So is that going to be on the side of the arcade machine? You've got the ghost down to a T. They look so realistic from Pac-Man.
So basically, Richard is building a what you call it?
Arcade machine.
Yeah, right? An arcade machine, but he's building it around his TV and an electronic game that he's got, like a joystick, and then he's making it into a what you call it? A gaming. What do you call them? The ones that you get in the arcade?
Yeah, almost. I would just call them an arcade machine.
Arcade machine.
I think they got a name, the big sort of stacker thing. So the idea is, I keep doing this. It was like a huge unit.
And then the TV would be slanted. So it'd be like this, and the TV would be slanted. You'd be there gaming away. And it was like a big, arcade style game, retro one.
Amy says fan art. Oh, we always love fan art. We'll definitely keep those as well. We've been meaning to do that. At some point, we will get round to doing that. It's having a wall with the fan art on. We've got loads of it. We just have not got round to doing it.
Well, we haven't got loads of it. We've got about 3.
Yeah, no, that and there's other drawings that people have done over the years.
Yeah, about 3 or 4.
There's more than that.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure there's more.
No, 3 or 4.
Well, there's 3 or 4 just in that one thing alone.
Oh, in that one thing, yeah.
But
no, I'm talking about drawings.
Richard said the ghosts were hard. I can imagine that they look really, really good. They really do look good. What material are you building your arcade out of? Are you using card or are you actually using wood? Just out of interest. Is it
no, he's not using wood.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm just asking.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how you're going to do it as well. I envisage you doing sort of woodwork in the cabinet, but that's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I think he's doing it with foam and cardboard, I believe.
Ah, okay. But the ghosts do look excellent. They do look really, really good. You can clearly see that you spent a lot of time doing that.
I don't know if it's styrofoam, maybe you might be using. I can't remember. It was some type of foam and cardboard, I think.
Did you manage to get the black paint out of your floor as well? I know you did say you spilled some black paint. Your mum's gonna go nuts. I don't know if that's on the carpet.
I can imagine she would, yeah.
No, it's always good fun to do that. That does look really, really good.
I've never really been the creative sort of type, really.
You have. You used to do your drawing and your colouring.
Not really, colouring in and stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm not like sort of like an art type person, really. I've never really sort of gotten to grips with that kind of thing. Really.
I can imagine Amy being into her art.
I can definitely imagine her doing art. I can imagine her doing art, but I was never really that way inclined, really.
Has anybody else got any major projects they've got on the go? Has anybody got something that some creative element that they're working on at the moment? So Rich is making his arcade machine. Is anybody themselves got something, or is there something you would love to do that
Mm.
you just haven't got around to doing it? If you had more time, if you had the patience, or if you had the money and
Yeah.
the materials to do it, whichever you need out of that lot, would you love to do? If there was a project you would love to do, what would it be? Richard said, send pictures for front of the arcade machine, real coin slot. Oh, your exhibition at the moment, Amy. Yeah, because Amy's doing the exhibition.
Yeah.
So I know you've got your. Let's have a look at Richard's front of the thing. I want to have a look at this. Yeah, that's the thing. So for me, I just said what I would do actually. So we've got our, obviously we do our videos. There's so many things. Oh, that's looking good.
Hold on.
Where did you get the coin slot from?
He made it.
You actually made the coin slot, or did you actually manage to get one from a an actual arcade machine?
No, he made it.
My God, that's really impressive if you made that. It does actually look like a proper arcade slot. So I bring it forward so the camera.
Yeah.
There you go. That looks so impressive. It's really, really good. I love the little what do they call it? It's from the Space Invaders. That's it.
Yeah.
The
No,
aliens from Space Invaders.
he made it. He made it.
That's so good. I'm really looking forward to seeing this cabinet when it's done. That's the thing. I would love to do stuff like that. I just don't have the time or the patience to do it.
Mm.
Well, and the materials as well.
Yeah, I think you need a big space as well.
Oh, totally.
In order to work on it.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
But I mean, it's not like you couldn't do it outside, because you could do it outside.
Oh, you got some more images sent to you.
Yeah.
Game,
oh my Lord.
What's that? Game on machine. Oh my God, what is this, Amy?
Yeah.
Oh, go on, let's show. So this is what Kelly's got to look forward to in a few years' time. Well, at least I've got my hair.
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yeah, but I can't. It's showing information on here, so
Yeah, we don't want to show information.
yeah. Let me edit it. Let me crop it.
So if anybody wondered what I look like as a female, you're about to see.
Yeah, you're about to.
If we can get it to work. Yeah, it's got some of your details on there, so we don't want to send that on. All right, Kelly's going to try and do a little cropping of it. I think I look rather attractive myself.
Of course.
Or have you got even more images? So yeah, guys, feel free to send your images through. If you don't mind, we will send them to. Here we are.
Okay.
Here we are. So here's what could have been if I was the opposite sex. There we go. I'm not sure actually.
I'm not sure about that one.
No, I was going to say I'm not sure I'm that attractive as a woman. Oh my God.
That looks completely different, but okay.
This is my younger brother. I look like an orc, or would you say, or a goblin, or an elf? Imagine meeting me on the tube. Right?
You got pointed ears.
I know exactly. I'm like an elf. Oh my God. Oh, the way Emmy's picking on me. So there's me. Oh. Go on. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Here we go. So here's another one here. Who do you think I look like there? So I've got the big nose. There we are. And my big ears.
Dear.
See what else could have been?
Are you meant to be looking like spitting image Charles?
Yeah, I'm just about to say I do look like a spitting image puppet. I really, really do that. Gary Lineker, King Europe. Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Yes. There you are. See, somebody else said King Charles as well. Party food tomorrow, Eurovision. What's your party food tomorrow?
Oh.
Hello, King Europe. How are you? How are things? You okay? Right, yes. So
well.
who is, I hope you're well. Yeah, I hope all's good with you. Who is going to watch the Eurovisions tomorrow? Kelly will be. She'll be loving that as well. There is a train strike, actually. We were supposed to meet up with my brother, but of course we forgot that there is a train strike tomorrow. So just bear that in mind for anybody wanting to go out anywhere. But who is watching the Euros.
I will. And now thinking about it, I thought, oh yeah, I bet get some snacks in, and I better, yeah,
No.
like set things up and be sitting down enjoying the Eurovision Song Contest. Yeah, I'm getting excited actually. I like to watch it every year, but I never really prepare. And I think this year maybe I will. Now that you mention it, I'm thinking, oh, actually, maybe I should prepare. I should get some crisps, some chocolate, some food. I don't know. Yeah, but I definitely want to watch it for sure.
King Europe said, doing great. I'm having a Eurovision Piz drink up with a few friends tomorrow. Oh, brilliant. So you guys, are you going to go around somebody's house, or are you going to go to the pub or bar?
Or are you doing it at your house?
Yeah, is everyone coming to yours? Don't have it at yours. One recommendation, never have it at yours, because you've got to do all that cleanup afterwards.
But yeah, it's always around this time of year because it's always around like yours or.
Oh, you are hosting it this year.
Oh wow.
Well, the benefit to that is you don't have to you can just crawl upstairs to bed if you need at the end of it. You don't have to go anywhere. Wow, you're going to be that. So do you do that regularly? Do you actually, you guys sort of somebody hosts it each year?
I'm smiling because I think, oh, it'd be so nice to. I like one day I would like to do a party, but nobody really. I was thinking, oh, what's that? But nobody really enjoys it as much as I do. I mean, I don't overly enjoy it. Like I have a friend, and or I had a friend, should I say, and she used to celebrate, but they would like have big parties and all of this type of stuff. But I've never been sort of like one to sort of like I like watching it, but I've never gone to a party or never hosted anything where and plus I think there'd be too much talking during it, and I'd really want to listen to the music and enjoy the music.
Well, is it, so everyone says, so Richard asks, what's everybody's snacks tomorrow? So King Europe, have you got something you got planned? Amy's just sent a picture of you with a beard.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look.
Let me just, you know what? Hold on.
While she's messing around with that, King Europe said, "Yep, me and a few uni mates have done a night in with Eurovision for the last several years." Oh, fantastic!
Wow.
That's so good. You kept that tradition going. That really, really is. It's also a good way for you guys to bond.
Yeah, for sure.
Richard said, "Happy birthday to you, Mark. Happy birthday to you. Thank you." So it's my birthday on Wednesday, but we were doing, this is our celebration there.
Do you want to show it?
Yeah, you look like I'm trying to see what you again. It makes you look really young. I don't know why. That's Kelly as a beard.
And bald.
And bald.
I do like the smoothness of my head though.
Yeah. I'm up in London tomorrow, says Amy.
Oh,
I go careful going up there, because like I said, there are so for everybody there are rail strikes.
Yeah,
there
are rail strikes tomorrow.
So we had to change our plans last minute for the same thing. I'm wondering if the birthday banner was Kelly's from a few months ago. Wouldn't surprise you, would it?
No, it's Mark's.
But it was my birthday, King Europe. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I decorated it early in the morning. There's balloons there, but you can't see because they're a bit high.
Yeah.
But there's balloons there, and I was up early in the morning, decorated it, got birthday cake and all of that type of stuff. Yeah.
Richard said, Amy's using AI software. Yeah, AI, my babe. So that's what you're going to be doing for the thing. He looks like a king. You look like a king on there.
Do I?
Yeah, there you are. Quite regal. Hope you had some of the Baileys in the background to celebrate. Oh, nobody touches Madam's Baileys.
First of all, you don't drink.
Yeah, I don't really drink, to be honest with you.
So you wouldn't have had that. But I did have a non-alcoholic champagne in the fridge, but we never opened it. Yeah, I did have I had a non-alcoholic champagne in the fridge, but we can drink it.
Yeah, we're not really drinkers, to be honest with you as well. But I hope you have a really good bash for tomorrow. It sounds like fantastic. We had some really good. I had a really good time though, King Europe, on the Wednesday. Oh, Pavan, how are you?
Hey, Pavan, I hope you're well.
I hope you're well. Good to see you. Evening, my beautiful angels. How are you? Happy birthday to Mark. Advance. May you have a wonderful day. Cherish every moment. May you live long, healthy life and dance the night away. God bless. Thank you so much. That's so kind. So my birthday was actually on the Wednesday, but
Wednesday before, yeah.
Wednesday, no, not before, just gone.
Yeah, just gone.
But yeah, I'm stretching it out till next Wednesday because I get a birthday week, as everybody should. Amy's, I'm up in space. Oh, you're all right then. The train strikes won't bother you.
Spaceman.
Mark, what's your ideal party drink? Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. So I'll open that to everybody else. If you're at a party, what would be your ideal party drink? What would you have? Would you, for the alcoholics and non-alcoholics, what would you go for? King Europe said, I think I said before, but I recognise the strawberries and cream Baileys in the background because my old housemate kept it in the cupboard for ages.
Yeah, that's been there for ages.
That's been there for ages as well. Oh, Amy said rum, just on its own or with something else. I would probably go for a mojito.
I was about to say that I would have picked a non-alcoholic mojito for you.
Yeah.
For me, it would be a pina colada.
Yeah, that's Kelly's. That's definitely Kelly's.
Me and my cousin.
Yeah.
He loves pina colada as well.
Vodka and Coke, which is very basic. That's all right. You like rum punch, says Amy.
Oh, rum punch.
Rum
yeah.
punch.
Sister-in-law loves rum punch. I also like Disaronno and Red Bull. I'll also drink vodka and Red Bull.
Richard said mine would be Pepsi Max, raspberry, or cream soda. Oh God, do you know what? I haven't had cream soda in ages.
I never ever liked the cream sodas, really.
Now, if you have cream soda, you've got to put actual ice cream in it.
Yeah, I was
that
never really
is amazing.
one for...
But you like the floats, so
No.
yes, you do. You had one when we went to the United States.
Yeah, but I was never really into floats.
Oh, okay.
I've never really been into floats. I've never been into, like Knickerbocker Glory. I would always get a Knickerbocker Glory when I was growing up. I don't know how I would feel about it now, having a Knickerbocker Glory. I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I did when I was growing up, but I was never one for banana splits or anything like that, or 99s, or I was never one for anything like that.
King Europe said, talking about uni, vodka and Red Bull takes you right back to it, Kelly. Oh yeah. Back in those days.
Vodka and Red Bull.
I think I used to do rum and Coke.
Oh really? I'm not a
Bacardi and Coke. Bacardi and
yeah.
Coke. And I'll tell you so, I drank so much of it and got so ill on it. I couldn't drink it for years afterwards because of that taste. Richard said, booze and party drinks makes me loopy. That's what they're for. You just have it there. You just relax.
Do you know what? I might have a cheeky Disaronno and Red Bull. I might have a cheeky Disaronno. I've got Red Bull there. I've got Disaronno there. Maybe I will.
Amy said, I'm floating. That's the plan, Richard, says King Europe. We're going to have a good chill out time. Well, what food are you doing food as well, King Europe, or are you just going to get takeaway?
I might do frozen cherries. Instead of ice, I've got frozen cherries in the freezer. So I'll put frozen cherries in my drink. Because for me, it tastes of cherry almonds whenever I drink Red Bull and Disaronno. So I'll put frozen cherries on there instead of ice. Then that doesn't water down my drink.
Amy said, yeah, the trains are all good for you. Oh, good. I'm glad they're working there. Have to leave at 9 a.m. though. Yes, it's an early start for you. Richard said, tomorrow going to chat and feedback on songs would be cool. Ooh. Oh, yeah, of course, on there. So, yeah, you can have a little group together. So, a message about what's the songs you like from Europe. I remember one year, one entry, I forget which country did it, and their song was "We are the winners of Eurovision. We are the winners." That's what they were singing. They sang it in English as well. I just remember that one.
There was one that is called. There was one called. There's a couple, and the one that I always remember, and God, this must have been about 5 or 6 years ago. Oh God, what was it they were singing? Oh, I'll have to think about it.
King Europe said, I've got nibbles, but hopefully whatever takeaway we get isn't too late, given loads of other people will have the same idea.
It's true. Maybe I will order, because what time does Eurovision start? Eurovision starts at 8. So if I order it about 6:30, 7 o'clock, because normally it takes like about 50 minutes or 70 minutes by the time it gets to you. So maybe that's what you should do. Order it early-ish so that an hour later or so it's timing it kind of thing. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll order something and
Amy said 2021, the best Eurovision winners. Who was 2021?
I might even get KFC.
That's
what I'll do. Fried chicken. And you can't, fried chicken. I mean, I was thinking Chinese because Chinese is my favorite. But I was thinking, do you know what? Fried chicken and Eurovision. Yeah.
There you go. King Europe as well. Potential one for you. The good thing is with Deliveroo and Just Eat is you can all order from different places. and get it all to converge at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
You just have like 6 or 7 different mopeds outside your front door as they come to deliver it. Richard said, Amy, 2021, agree. Disagree. Lord Legends, most votes ever. Who are Lord Legends?
I don't know, because every time I get interrupted when I want to watch Eurovision. I didn't so much get interrupted last year though, so I managed to watch quite a lot of it. But this year I am going to properly set up. I'm going to order KFC. I've decided now, because I'm thinking I'm feeling a little bit hungry. What am I going to have? But I might make myself some noodles in a minute. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna have.
There you go. Richard said, Kelly, message you during the Eurovision what we think of all the songs.
All right, then, sounds good.
King Europe said, you literally can't beat KFC when drunk.
That's what the Disaronno and Red Bulls for. Well, I'm not going to get drunk now because I'm not like that.
But all that salt's going to soak up all that booze. There you are, King Europe. That will take it all away. It is like an instant sober cure. Not quite, but you know what I mean. Richard said, I mean Lordy. Oh, Lordy was the name of the act that won. King Europe said, you've got me thinking KFC as the takeaway would be great. There you go. And he said, exactly, says King Europe.
Them wings, innit? The wings. But I like thighs, yeah? So I would get wings. And then I'll probably ask if they can. I'll probably get like, I don't know, like a 6. Or maybe I could have 3. And then later on, if I'm still hungry, I'll have another 3 or something like that.
Amy said, American Vision is today. Got to go. Okay, Amy, take care. Look after yourself. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining
Well,
us.
hopefully we'll see you next week. Yeah, did you know, actually, King Europe, talking of KFC, we've got some here, but there's gravy mayonnaise is the new thing.
I was thinking we ain't got no KFC.
No. I was going to say, so they are doing, we did actually get some, because we're going to do a video at some point when we get round to doing it, is gravy mayonnaise. But apparently KFC have patented the word gravy-naise.
Oh, really?
So nobody else can say gravy-naise because they've actually patented it.
Oh, really?
So
they've done it copyright?
Yeah, they've copyrighted it. So the term gravy-naise can only be used by KFC.
Wow.
But that's basically gravy mayonnaise. That's the one. That's one of the ones we're going to be trying. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but gravy-naise is one we're going to try. Amy said it was a joke. What's American Vision?
I know, that's what I was thinking. What, American Vision?
I've got to be honest, I didn't say anything because I thought it was a show you're watching. I thought, okay, we'll let you go off and do that.
I was going to ask you later in the chat, like, what's American Vision?
Richard's laughing at it. Okay, okay, sure, I will go. Richard, you seeing this? Richard saying, seeing what? We didn't want you to go, but like I said, we thought you had to go, so we said goodbye.
Exactly.
We don't want you to go, Amy. We don't want anyone to go.
Exactly. But I'm thinking, yeah, KFC. Like, I'm thinking chicken wings. I'm thinking chicken thighs, and corn on a cob, and obviously fries, because you have to have fries, because that's crazy if you don't. And yeah, that's gonna be me.
Careful, say gravy-naise one more time, says King Europe, and KFC will copyright strike this stream.
Oh my
This
word.
is true. I better not say the B word. Beetlejuice. No, only one more time. But yeah, that's what we'll be. That's one of the ones we'll be doing, and that's why they have to call it gravy mayonnaise, not gravy-naise. I've said it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say. I was gonna say.
Let's just say I see your message, Amy. Yes. I'm way too good to go. Bye. I've got to message this woman to tell her I am leaving. Which woman have you got to message?
Oh.
This woman or another woman?
Oh, is this when you're going to the VIP event?
Or is this the woman you got to from that shop that you left? Which woman? Who?
Who?
So yeah, KFC then tomorrow.
I've got to be honest, I'm getting hungry now, and I'm just thinking.
Oh, you're thinking KFC now?
No, not KFC now, but I'm thinking I might make some noodles now.
Are you?
Perhaps.
King Europe hasn't tempted you with getting a KFC.
No, KFC tomorrow, because it's Eurovision tomorrow. It's not Eurovision tonight.
Oh, the sink woman. I wouldn't, Amy. I would leave it because, like I said, all it's going to do is you contact her, and she's just going to make you more upset again. She should be contacting you to apologise. There's absolutely no evidence that you did what you did, or she thinks you did rather.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't bother. Because, you know, I mean, it's up to you if you want to. But like I said, she'll just upset
I
you
wouldn't
more.
say anything. If she wants to call you about the situation, let her call you. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Richard's saying have a nice weekend. Does that mean you've got to go? If it does, have a fantastic weekend, but we'll speak to you in a bit. Just let us know if you have to go.
Yeah.
You planted the thought in my head. I think KFC tomorrow is the plan. There you are. I think that's a brilliant plan to have alongside with your...
And if you want to have a zinger burger while you're at it, zinger away. Zinger tower, though. Don't get the... It's got to be zinger tower, you know, with the onion ring and the hash brown and the...
Oh, you're going to go, says Richard. All right, take care. Thank
All
you
right,
so much
Richard.
for joining us,
Thank you
Richard.
for joining us. Thank you.
We'll catch you up very, very soon. Amy, I can't just leave without a message. But just be careful, because I think the issue is she's got it in her head.
I think less is more, Amy,
Yeah.
to be quite honest. I don't think you should call her.
I agree.
I strongly don't feel you should call her.
I think she's got in her head that you did it. I don't think whatever you say, she'll change her mind.
Yeah.
And the problem you're going to have is then she's going to make you up even more upset.
Yeah.
Because she's just going to insult you.
And then when she sees that you're calling her, she might make you do this or pay for that or this, that, and the other.
She's just going to guilt trip you.
Yeah.
She should be contacting you.
Yeah.
Why don't you just think on it, sleep on it,
Yeah.
have a chat with your folks, and then just see what you...
I feel sleep on it and chat with your parents for sure.
Amy said, I have to message her on WhatsApp to tell her sorry, but I can't. But what are you sorry for? You didn't do anything.
Yeah, you didn't do anything. Well, why are you... This is the thing. Don't apologize for something you haven't done. You haven't done what she's saying.
Yeah, and also as well, I know you want to say that you're leaving the shop, but I think what you should say is the way, rather than say, I'm sorry, I'm leaving the shop, because that, if you say you're sorry, that makes you sound guilty. What are you sorry for? You could say, look, I did not take that thing, and after today's debacle, I cannot work for your shop anymore.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, I'm leaving.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's it.
Exactly. Yeah, if your parents said leave, but don't apologize. King Europe said the Zinger Tower burger with the hash brown is the goat of burgers. Oh, really? You rate it that highly? King Europe said, whatever your parents say, listen to them, Amy. Yeah, I agree. But don't apologize for it. If you didn't do it, which you didn't.
Yeah, which you didn't. So
then you just need to say to her, you don't say I'm sorry. Just say, look, I cannot work for your thing anymore if you're going to accuse me of something I didn't do.
You don't even have to say that. Just say, look, I didn't do what you accused me of doing, but seeing as there's a conflict of interest now, I shan't be returning to the shop.
Yeah.
End of story. It's short, you see, and even then I would just message it.
She said, oh, I'm not though. She's all my certificates and stuff. Oh, she's got your certificate.
Oh,
that makes it a bit more hard.
Oh, right. Okay. Just go there and pick up your certificates and say what you have to. Don't message or anything. Just go there, pick up your certificate.
Yeah.
And just say, look, you know, because we have a conflict of interest, you know.
It's not a conflict of interest. Just say you've accused me of something I haven't done.
Well, yeah, but that's a conflict, isn't it?
No, conflict of interest. You've got two. It's slightly different.
Okay. Well, you know, because of this conflict, then, you feel that you have to leave.
Yeah, she might try and guilt trip you, but you've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I mean, what can she guilt trip you about? I mean,
and just be confident. Just go in. Maybe take one of your folks with you.
Yes.
Take your mum with you. I would.
For sure. Take your mum or your dad with you.
I will show you a picture of her shop. Okay.
But I agree with Mark. Take your mum or your dad with you.
Yeah.
And because sometimes I feel like because people are of a certain age, sometimes people take advantage of that, and so I think that yeah.
We won't show the shop because
yeah. Oh, it's almost like a showroom, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we better not show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even so, I got the picture. Yeah, but I definitely take, because the thing is as well, it'll leave there crying again, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, and I just think that you just need to. I would say take your mum with you or your dad, one of them or something, and then just go there and, you know, just go collect your certificates and everything, and then that's it.
Actually, King Europe said it best. Your parents will have the full story and your best interest at heart. We can try and help as much as we can, but your parents are the best people to help. Explain them to us, and that's exactly right. I couldn't have put it better myself. Thank you, King Europe. That's the best way to describe it.
So true.
But yeah, I would definitely take King Europe's advice. That is very, very good advice. She has my CV and a copy of my health and safety. Definitely chat with your parents though about
Is it only a copy? It's not the original, right?
But yeah, I tell you what, message outside, because I think as well, definitely as King Europe says, talk to your mum and dad about it, and they will just be able to best advise you.
Yeah.
No, she's only got a coffee,
right? Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about it. I really, really wouldn't worry.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I think, I mean, normally when you hand out CVs and copies of things, they keep it. They can only keep it for a certain amount of time. And yeah, they can't keep it on file forever. And yeah, and just I would either just leave it or go with your mum and dad, like Europe says, speak to your mum and dad, see what they're saying. But if it is that you want to go down there and you want to pick whatever it is up, then go with one of your parents. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, but remember, it is not your fault.
Yeah,
that's what you have to remember.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know you won't get paid. That's unfortunate. This is one of the hard lessons in life, unfortunately. You won't win at them all. But like I said, it could have been a lot worse. So just cut your losses. Just cut your losses.
I feel like that just sounds. Oh, anyway.
Yeah. So tomorrow, KFC, King Europe. I'm thinking of you with your things as well. What we're all looking for. We've been going for 2 hours, guys. So I think at that thing, we will leave it there. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the live as well. We had such a fantastic time, as we always do.
And thank you for the likes. Thank you.
Really appreciate that for the likes. They really do help the channel, so we really do appreciate it. And thank you for celebrating my birthday with me as well and watching me cut my cake. Those of you managed to get there and see me cut the cake. For those of you who didn't, this was it. We managed to cut the M&S cake. The rainbow cake, definitely recommend that. That's it for Mark and Kelly's trips, tips, and things for this week. I hope you all have a Eurovision tomorrow as much as I will. Happy birthday, Mark! Thank you so much, and thank you so much for all the love.
I hope you enjoy Eurovision, and I hope you enjoy the KFC.
It was a lovely cake. Thank you. It was really good. So, guys, have a fantastic weekend, whatever you do this weekend. We will be back Tuesday, as we always do. Thank you, Amy, for pointing that out. Yeah, we will be back Tuesday, 6 p.m. UK time, as we normally do. Until then, do look after yourselves, do take care, and remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will catch you in the next line. Until then, have a fantastic weekend, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Have a great weekend and enjoy Eurovision.
For those of you watching it.
Bye.
Don't forget that KFC.